if you think about this, and the DOT drew the exact same conclusion, that having a strong competitor to British Airways and American in the transatlantic market from the UK and to the UK actually would bring better competition and more effective competition. And we can see the example that you gave already about a better schedule between JFK and New York. By virtue of Virgin Atlantic and Delta spreading out our flights over the course of the day, therefore making our 9 flights between New York and London a better overall service, we provide a better product for our customers.
All right, I understand that your link could increase convenience for some passengers. It could offer a broader range of services, but what about price? I mean, I can't think of a single instance in economic history when fewer competitors means lower prices.
Well, I don't know that it means lower or higher prices. What it means, I think, is a combination of a better product, or better service that we can offer our customers. So another example of that is we offer now 63 destinations on a convenient one-stop basis where Virgin Atlantic customers can earn their Virgin Atlantic frequent flyer miles, Flying Club. They have access, if they're to Delta's facilities, on the same kind of basis they would if it was a Virgin Atlantic facility. And this creates a better proposition for our customers.
You accept my premise. As a result of this deal, prices won't be going down.
Again, prices are completely determined by the marketplace, and there are enough competitors in this marketplace, and have always been, that we see low fares.
Is that right? Because BA, British Airways, and American Airlines have about 50%, something like that?
Something like 50%.
You will now have 25%. That looks to me like an oligopoly.
No, there's plenty of other competitors that make up the remainder, and all of us have an awful lot of capacity in these markets, so that as we've seen in the airline industry, its history is that with the capacity in the key markets, there's a great incentive to discount, and customers have truly had great fares.
What do you think your customers, by your customers, I mean Virgin's customers, will make of this? It will be a very different experience, won't it, travelling on Delta compared with travelling on Virgin. I mean, you're sort of still young and groovy, and it's a bit traditional and conventional. Well,
look, we've spent a lot of time with Delta, and I've flown on them myself, and a number of our folks have flown on them, and Delta is doing a great job. We together are the only combined joint venture that has all of our business class seats have flat beds in them. Delta does a great job with service. Now, Delta is Delta, and Virgin Atlantic is Virgin Atlantic, and we are never going to be Delta, or we're not going to be.
So there's not going to be a sort of a morphing of the two styles?
I think what will be very clear to our customers is who's carrying you as you book us. And connecting onto Delta domestically, we think we've picked a great domestic partner. But we think that a number of customers are going to still continue to want to fly on Virgin Atlantic airplanes because they love the Virgin Atlantic style and experience, and others are going to like Delta's experience. And we think this is a great marriage in that regard.
Apart from flight departure times and all that, many of our viewers will be regular British Airways / American Airlines customers. Why should they switch to you?
Well, look, I think a number of people who've switched to us would have the same answer to that question, is that there is a true service ethos in our company, and it is.
You don't think that BA and AA are good at service?
I think we have a unique customer service feel. You described it as groovy and young. I'll take cool and hip.
Okay,
but
either
that's way,
Virgin. That's not Delta, is it?
No, but I think. Look, I want people to fly on Virgin, and I want them to like Delta as well. And I think that if you combine the two, we've got a great overall offering for a variety of customers.
And briefly, just remind us, when does all this kick off? When will your customers be able to switch into Delta at the same time?
So we began the code sharing and with ability to buy a Virgin Atlantic ticket all the way through on Delta, as well as frequent flyer reciprocity. We began that in July. The new schedule that you've alluded to will begin in March, and the two companies will begin to offer combined deals and things as we get together and start talking about those sometime in the next few months.